Hey kids, Flexing Teacher Weber here. Hopefully you just finished watching the square roots review video, and I'm going to give you an assignment today on estimating square roots. It's this paper right here. Now I want to just start the assignment with you and give you a couple tips. So make sure you watch this whole thing so you know what to do. And then I'll give you a couple days to work on this assignment, and then we'll have a test at the end of the week. So the assignment says, number 1, estimate the square root of 40 using the number line below. Well, you've done a lot of questions like this, right? And this assignment's already got the number line built. It's already got the perfect squares on there of 36 and 49. It's already got the perfect squares on either side of 40. The only thing I suggest doing is finding the midpoint of 36 and 49, so you can place 40 on there easily. Now the space between 36 and 49 is 13, which means if you add 6.5, if you add half of 13 onto 36, you'll get the midway point. So the midway point, if you do 36 plus 6.5, is going to be 42.5. And you can see that the square root of 42.5 is going to be about 6.5. So if you want to put 40 on there, 40 is going to be about right there. And so I would say the square root of 40 is approximately, I'd say a good answer would be about 6.4. So we've done a bunch of questions like that. Letter B, estimate the whole number that has a square root 2/3 of the way along the number line between 3 and 4. Well, if you look at this, here's your perfect square 9 with its square root 3. Here's your perfect square 16 with its square root 4. So I'm guessing right there that looks approximately 14, right, using our estimating skills. Now this next part's really important. It's some terminology we have to know in this unit. When I use a calculator to calculate the square root of a natural number that is a perfect square, I get a whole number as my answer, right? If you are calculating the square root of a perfect square, you get a whole number. And this means you are getting an exact answer. You're not estimating anything. So if you are calculating the square root of 9, that's exactly 3. The square root of 25 is exactly 4, and so on. Now, when I use a calculator to get the square root of a natural number that is not a perfect square, the answer the calculator gives me has a decimal in it. This is not an exact answer, it is an estimate, or an approximate answer. Okay, and these are the ones that we normally use number lines for. Now I'm going to let you attack most of the assignment on your own, but there's a couple things I want to say about it. When you get to number 4 and number 5, it doesn't say to, but I would expect you, and I'm going to circle them, number 4 and number 5, I want you to use number lines to make your estimates. All right. Now, going on to the second page, when you get to number 7, and it asks you to estimate the side length, you're going to be estimating a square root. I'm going to write this here. I would like you to use a number line. Okay. Number 8, you won't need to use a number line, and I hope you're going to be able to figure out why. When you get to number 9, this question is exactly like the very last one I did in the review assignment. So in 9A, I would like you to use a number line. And then finally, number 10, you actually don't have to do. So I'm going to scratch that out. So hopefully that gives you some tips on how to do this assignment. Make sure you look back at your previous assignments, right? And make sure you use your sheet that has square roots and perfect squares on it. Good luck. This is just a review assignment. It's just for practice. We'll correct it in a couple days, and then we'll have a test later in the week. That's all for today. Flexing Teacher Weber, out.